Did you feel like you were being canceled?
I mean, I really didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. It was too orchestrated. It was too coordinated.
Toxic, phony, hypocrite, liar.
She emailed the owner of the restaurant and complained about your chip nail polish.
What?
And I was like,
She got canceled for being mildly an asshole.
Where you at,
Ellen
Berto?
just tried to come back. She totally failed.
So it has been 1.5 years since Ellen released what she described as her very last stand-up special, For Your Approval. This of course was Ellen's big clapback to her detractors, haters, whatever you would like to call them, after she was outed for being yet another power-hungry tyrant in the entertainment industry. Basically, Ellen treated anyone around her
How do y'all
who
feel
wasn't a
about Ellen?
celebrity like
Let me
dirt
know in the
underneath
comments
her
right now.
shoes. And immediately in her last comedy special, she chose to play the victim in the funniest way possible.
Ellen DeGeneres finds herself at the center of a storm of controversy.
Being accused of going too far, too gay.
Yes, Ellen really acted as if going too gay was ultimately the reason for her cancellation. You know, I'm sure it had nothing to do with the fact that she branded herself and earned hundreds of millions of dollars based on this nice person facade that she kept running for decades. The woman's catchphrase was literally, "Be kind to one another." She would say that literally every day at the conclusion of her show.
I always end each show by saying, "Be kind to one another."
Breaking news tonight. Is the Queen of Nice really the Queen of Me?
And then it turns out there were dozens of accusations of her being a Karen witch, both professionally and when she was out in the general public.
Who was she? I thought she was the sad version of Steve Harvey. Hey, that's funny.
Toxic, phony, hypocrite, liar. That's what
Damn.
she is. This environment, this toxic
You look like a toxic, phony, hypocrite liar. Let me chill.
culture that she created in the office has been going on for 16 years.
In 2018, Dana DiMatteo flew from Chicago to Los Angeles and was delighted to be picked out of the audience to have some fun with Ellen. But then she says she was shocked when she was briefed on the comedy bit by the producers.
They tell you, you know, you can't be smarter, funnier than Ellen. She's the comedian and the star, not you.
she emailed the owner of the restaurant and complained about your chip nail polish.
What?
And I was like, what?
So essentially Ellen was one of the first people to be genuinely cancelled, and once she was outed for being a big meanie, her show's ratings went down the shitter. And even her other daytime show, Ellen's Game of Games.
Imagine, this might be a hot take. Some people are gonna get mad. Watch this, watch this.
Hell no, man.
Ellen got canceled for being normal. No. Everyone in the streets is about to go crazy. Hear me out. Everybody doesn't like everybody. Nobody's that fucking nice. Anybody you see walking around kind of like, haha, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. I love everybody. Newsflash, they're lying. They're fucking lying. So, because she was putting on an act to be Mrs. I love everybody. Woo! I'm friends with everybody. Be kind to everybody. Now she's getting canceled for being slightly normal. Like, hold on, wait a minute. She doesn't like people just like me? She's fucking fake. Maybe that's a hot take though. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
Was cancelled at that very same time in 2022. Essentially everyone's gay grandma stopped being invited
buddy,
to
no
the
barking.
cookout. Like, no more carne asada for you, Ellen. As a matter of fact, I kind of think that you deserve to eat rabbit food for the rest of your life. You know what? Fuck the rabbit food. I'm giving you pig slop.
Did you feel like you were being canceled?
I mean, I really didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. It was too orchestrated. It was too coordinated. And, you know, people get picked on, but for 4 months straight for me, and then for me to read in the press about a toxic work environment when all I've ever heard from every guest that comes on the show is what a happy atmosphere this is and what a happy place it is.
But yes, this whole ordeal was a pretty jarring series of events. As during the mid-2010s, Ellen was really considered one of the least problematic people in show business. She was out here winning humanitarian awards,
She won a humanitarian award? What the fuck did she do for humanity? What did Helen do for humanity to win an award from Barack Obama? What the hell? And I know that sounds hater as hell, but like, what the fuck did she do for humanity to get an award from Barack Obama himself.
In buku money, and she was essentially the fun grandma of daytime television, dancing around in Target, playing with kids. But then one by one, people came forward, the walls came down, and her entire world kind of collapsed.
Oh yeah, I got kicked out of show business. Yeah, because I'm mean. No mean people in show business.
As really did the facade of the...
You know, they had the speakers in the back just playing all that laughter because she didn't say anything funny. Oh yeah, I got picked out of show business. I didn't hear the joke. Why was everyone... Who the fuck was laughing at that? You know, they just had the speakers in the back, bruh.
The entire entertainment industry in general. I mean, now especially with all of the Epstein
She gave
stuff,
them kids on an island.
Hollywood, as well as many of the elites of the world, are really more under fire than ever before, as it's like this huge spotlight has now been shined on some of the biggest public figures on the planet. But we will get back to that idea in regards to Ellen here in a minute. Either way, it was so funny to me how disgraceful it was for her to use her final breath to try and save face this way, acting as though she was being unfairly kicked out of the entertainment industry for being too blunt, pulling both the gay and the woman card.
For those of you keeping score, this is the second time I've been kicked out of show business. Can't be gay and be in show business. Mean, old, and gay, the triple crown. I have OCD and ADD. I'm honest, I'm generous, I'm sensitive and thoughtful, but I'm tough and I'm impatient and I'm demanding, I'm direct. I'm a strong woman.
The essence of the special.
She just got on stage and trauma dumped and everyone started laughing. What the fuck? She's not even telling jokes. She's just on there trauma dumping. That was her comedy special? Fucking a therapy session? Niggas paid for her to just get on stage and trauma dump? Man, I'm in the wrong industry, man. How the fuck I do that? I want to go on stage and just fucking say sentences. The cat walked across the street. Ha 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 ha. Give me money.
Really was totally a lie.
So overall, the entire special was a steaming pile of dog crap, and it did not make the splash that Grandma thought that it would, as she really came off as entitled, arrogant, deeply out of touch, and completely unapologetic. And both critics and fans alike were left disappointed. And then to make matters even worse, it's really no secret that she had this very public relationship with Diddy for years, who has congruently lost public favor at a rapid pace due to being exposed for his not-so-private life. And his expose coincidentally actually happened right around the time that Ellen's special came out. You know, they really killed those two birds with one stone.
So tell me about your
She was definitely at the Diddy parties.
birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes.
Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that?
He's dead fucking serious.
And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel. You know?
And then it will carry on there.
Yeah, yeah. Then no, I mean the after party.
No, I know about
What did you say, Ellen? You know about the after parties? Is that what I was hearing you about to say?
No, I mean the after party.
No, I know about them.
Thanks to my friend Diddy, you are always the life of the party. Apparently I have a history of not knowing which parties I've been invited to, Diddy. Happy birthday P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, or as I like to call him, Cuddle McSnugglestuff.
Cuddle McSnugglestuff, huh? How do you get a nickname like that? Let's actually break this down. Cuddle McSnugglestuff. McSnugglestuff. How do you guys think he got a name like that? And why does Ellen know about it? And why does she say, as I call him? What is he snuggling? Where is he snuggling? And why do you specifically like to call him that? Yeah, man. This shit was happening right in front of our faces, chat, the whole fucking time. That's why they were so surprised, because it went on for so long. They were doing it in front of our faces, literally calling each other McSnugglestuff. And we didn't know what the fuck they meant by that.
No, you don't need to know why. This group of kids had a dream.
I didn't even read that part. No, you don't need to know why. They literally were playing in our face. They literally were playing in our face. That's crazy.
To know why. This group of kids had a dream to dance with Diddy. Today, that dream came true.
You're gonna be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
You know I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right, not too late though.
Not too late?
Not too late,
What
please.
time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay,
But not
okay.
too late. Because, you know, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I really do think that it's no coincidence that she was so
Yeah.
close to Diddy for all of these years, who ended up being an absolute freaked out psychopath who would do absolutely anything to gain power and influence. Like, the guy was doing really bad shit for decades. And to me, anyone who had a seemingly close relationship to him like Ellen did for all of these years, while she was also so deeply ingrained in
Hold up. Let me screenshot this for the thumbnail. Yo, chat. This is it right here. Thumbnail right here. Boom. What should I put? Make snuggled Diddy. Ooh. W thumbnail.
Hollywood in general had to know that some suspect shit was going on in the background.
Diddy claps.
Because you have to understand that these things were
That's
allegedly
tough.
talked about in entertainment circles for decades. But still, Ellen platformed him almost every single year of her show. She paraded him around kids, and even described him as her favorite guest of all time. Look, all I'm saying is you don't earn a nickname
We're on the
like
same
Cuddle
frequency,
McSnuggle
Elena.
Stuff by merely having a working relationship with someone. And when Ellen was questioned about her connection to Diddy,
Ellen, Diddy cracked her. Diddy cracked her. Diddy snuggled in her. Okay, hold on. We need to keep it PG, keep it PG. Let's go, let go.
when the files kind of started to come out, she had absolutely nothing to say.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times. Have a good night. Have you been to his parties?
Not only that, but once the hammer really started to come down upon Diddy's head,
Pause.
Ellen coincidentally moved right out of the country, right around the time that his home was getting raided by the feds. And eventually all of the things that Diddy was doing in the dark would come to light, as we all learned that Sean Combs was a prolific abuser of multiple people.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent. And he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs.
So in November of 2024, when she and her wife moved to southwest England, many people saw this as her attempting to distance herself from the downfall of her good friend. In other words, the spot got too hot and Ellen had to bounce.
W viewers on
Although
Twitch,
she
make sure you guys
herself
join.
claimed
The link
that
in the
she left
description.
because
YouTube.
Trump would be taking
Pull up.
office, and she simply could not live in a country being governed by his regime.
You're a beautiful woman up there. That's your mother, isn't it, huh?
Yeah,
Ah,
look at her.
hello.
Yeah, she's available if you're interested. I'd like to offer her.
So she went over to England and purchased a $20 million ranch, and then...
Oh, man. Sometimes I hate watching these fucking videos because it be like, the downfall, they lost everything. And yes, I might still put that in my title, nigga. I don't give a fuck if it clickbaited you. But she's sitting on a $20 million ranch.
Hell no, man.
She didn't lose anything. She's fucking good. She's set. She has a $20 million ranch in England. She's fucking good. She's overly chilling.
And a couple of months after that, another $30 million mansion.
What? How rich is this woman?
She spoke about this publicly during a private event held at a theater over there. We got here to England the day before the election, and we woke up to lots of texts from our friends and crying emojis. We were like, we're staying here. We're not going back. We're not leaving. So we bought a house that we thought was going to be a part-time house. Then we decided we needed a different house.
The $30 million house was a part-time house, y'all.
And now we're selling that house. And strangely enough, after only living in England for 1 calendar year, the couple has reportedly moved back to America. And the whole thing seemed extremely suspicious and performative to me. For one, because of everything happening with Cuddle McSnuggle stuff. And for two, because Ellen is a massive hypocrite. She said during the same live appearance at the Everyman Theater
Richard and
that
DG
she
is different.
specifically was leaving because of the Trump regime, and the fact that the LGBT community would now be under attack, claiming that she took issue with same-sex marriage potentially being unprotected once again under federal law.
There are people in America and Republicans who would quite like to undo the right for gay people to get married. I mean, that's back on the table as a debate, I think,
absolutely.
isn't it?
The Baptist Church in America is trying to reverse gay marriage. They're trying to, at the very least, stop it from happening in the future and possibly reverse it. And Portia and I are already looking into it, and if they do that, we're going to get married here.
Which would be totally fair until you consider the idea that Ellen is very good friends with former President George Bush, who during his time in office was opposed to gay marriage himself.
It's none of my business what somebody's. Now, when somebody makes it my business, like on gay marriage, I'm going to stand up and say I don't support gay marriage. In my state of Texas, if we try to have gay marriage, I would campaign against it.
It's also hilarious to me that she said, oh, everything in England is so much better, that apparently the people were so much nicer and life was so much simpler. But now only 1 year later, after spending all of this money and taking a strong political stance, she is crawling back on her hands and knees to America.
Oh shit. She looks like she's going through it.
And so her so-called activism comes off as extremely performative every time, as for one, she obviously has these funds to spend tens of millions of dollars in the matter of only a couple of years to essentially run away from her perceived issues, while she simultaneously acts as though she's some sort of political refugee. And secondly, I really do think that she moved across the pond simply to flip these mansions. Like I said, she lived in the first one for only 1 month, while also simultaneously hiring and managing a 70-person project to renovate the home in 10 weeks, before listing it for $10 million more than she had paid, while all along Ellen had the goal to act like she was living that farmer life, when she was clearly not cut out for this shit at all.
Hello, sheep. You're not supposed to be in here.
Stop it. Ellen, stop it. Why do they try to play with us like we're fucking idiots, bruh? She recorded this video, and as soon as it was over, got back in that fucking truck and did nothing else. Ellen, you look like you're a hop and a skip away from being wheelchair ridden. Why are you doing this? We know you're not in here hammering shit into the yard, bro. Why are you doing this? She think we this dumb, bro. That's like, all right, bro. Cap us down, do whatever you want to do, be performative. But this was like, this is just bad. You're not in your fucking 30-acre backyard hammering poles into the ground, bruh. You're not. You're not. This is cap.
Sheep will be fun.
You're not mowing your lawn. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You're not mowing your fucking lawn. You're not even doing it right.
Good job, baby.
I don't even think you're doing this. You're paying somebody to chaperone you in your lake, in your backyard. She's not doing the rowing, bruh.
You can do it, baby.
We're going in a circle. Much admiration for rowers.
And because Ellen did technically live there, even though it was for such a short amount of time, literally 1 month, she could claim it was her primary residence, saving her up to 24% in capital gains tax when she decided to sell the house, which in this case was over $2.4 million. Are y'all starting to get the picture I'm painting? And you have to also keep in mind that she has flipped over 50
This was from the Epstein files, y'all.
mansions in the last 20 years, owning 24 houses in Southern California alone. And even in regards
she was touring the Epstein mansion.
to her flipping this first house and buying this other mansion, she was completely disingenuous about that as well. Trying to claim that they simply had to move because there was not proper room for her horses on the first property, which is something I think you would consider when you're shelling out $20 million. You know, in reality, I think the little weasel had the quick flip plan all along, and then she just also wanted the social brownie points to boot. And that's not to even mention the fact that she pissed off a bunch of locals there, including the local government, because she did not get the proper permission to do this quick flip of hers. And then the biggest issue she ran into is that she might have disturbed ancient Roman remains. And then also the fact that she put this massive wire fence around the property that people feared would create serious flooding issues for the rest of the village that she was living in. And funny enough, months after this renovation, while this farmhouse was still sitting on the market, a flood did actually hit the area and completely surrounded the estate she was trying to flip with polluted water.
What the fuck?
Montecito is under complete evacuation, the entire town. This is crazy. This creek next to our house never flows, ever. It's probably about 9 feet up, and it's going to go another 2 feet up. We have horses ready to evacuate. We need to be nicer to Mother Nature, because Mother Nature is not happy with us.
And if that is not beautiful karma by nature, I do not know what is. Now, to go back to the comments that I made earlier, there have been a lot of unfounded rumors circulating online in regards to Ellen and the islands. But so far, she has not been listed explicitly at all in the files that have been released. Although Aaron Rodgers did go on to Joe Rogan and had this to say about her show.
Oh, well, you know where that is too, right? It's a similar image to that, right?
No.
I know Jamie does.
What is it?
It's on the set of a famous talk show that's now not on anymore.
Oh, Ellen? Was that Ellen?
Yeah.
Really?
Just look at the temple and then look at the...
Let me see Ellen's background. Let me see. What? Oh, similar. That looks... What'd I tell you? That footage that Jamari showed in his video, bro. That was Ellen in the fucking Epstein mansion, chat. I'm telling you. The quality and everything looked the same. That was her in the Epstein mansion. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas. Hold on, can I find it again? Nah. It's over with. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I ain't gonna lie, Ellen went out sad, man. All she had to do was just keep it G real. She got canceled for being... she got canceled for being mildly an asshole.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.